Hello, everybody. This is me, Martel. Just let everybody know I just came back out of the hospital due to somehow something's wrong. I had my heart racing all of a sudden, and I was dealing with make a summary and all that. Just basically, I was dealing with a lot of stress and anxiety with acting up so bad that I have some neck pain in my neck and all that. So I had to go to the emergency room today or so. But anyways, I wanted to say something that's actually interesting, but also a difficult topic to discuss, which actually affects me and all those who are similar like me, with those on the spectrum with autism or ADHD, aspergers and stuff like that. I'm trying to be, I guess you say, comparing the topic. It will be a little unorthodox of a topic I'm going to discuss. Can scientists find a cure? I know it's online, say how autism is treated, but just a thought, You know how advanced science is, Perhaps they do. Just follow me, you know what I'm saying? I know it's going to sound crazy, and perhaps you're right. And my apologies in advance. This ain't attacking anything. Just my fault of myself being autistic, I yet to discuss this, but kind of funny I mentioned this in a True Force Lonely video, where it's like to be normal, Where it's like just to have a normal function, I have emotional breakdowns, I have stress, and just know how to have good coping mechanism, I kind of admit that to my people with disabilities and all that. That sounds kind of shallow, but it does affect me, it sincerely does affect me though, but I don't know how to address it any kind of way, and perhaps I kind of admit that as shallow, but I do have my, I won't go in detail because a lot of it's personal, but I do live along with anxiety, as far as I'm going to say that, and autism as far as I'm going to give it. Because, let's be real, people are very insensitive jerks and all that. And especially, I remember ironically, one of my people was talking to me, my business guy was talking to me, have you ever been open with your disability in public? I say no. And that's a valid reason I say that, because, I said just a few moments ago, people are jerks, you know what I'm saying? They say such horrible, despicable things, like a few evil people could say, I fake my autism, or fake my disability, despite living in a disabled household for over 10 years, you know what I'm saying? Or some idiots say that I need to go see a therapist and all that, or tell me stop crying, stop complaining, and all that. I get that all the time, you know what I'm saying? And I refuse to go see a therapist because I said back, therapists are scammers. Not that long ago, like a year ago, I found that out when I made that video. I showed at the time it was almost $600 just to talk to a therapist. I said, no way in hell, I'm just wasting my money. B, it's a waste of my time. C, I kind of meant this will sound a bit prejudiced, unfortunately. I kind of painfully realized, I'm going to say this too as a man. This might sound degrading, but don't be too vulnerable with therapists. And I know this one I'm going to sound fake. It is fake. I'm going to give you this. I was forced against my will twice to get therapy, by the law. First time was back in 2006 when I was beat up by the cops and all that. Don't know if I shared that story many times, but I'm too tired to even tell the story, so I'll tell another time. And partly afterwards, it's been 10 years after that in 2016, because I was going for a lot, dealing with my dad passed and all that, and I was an idiot to admit that I was going to harm myself with pills and all that. That's as far as I give it. And they told me to go to a psych ward, quite literally. And it was not a bad experience at a psych ward. They did give me some drugs and all that. And boy, I pretty much forgot that part for the time being. My mind, I just felt tired. I don't know why my mind been in and out all day today, so I apologize for this. Yeah, back to the topic at hand though. And yeah, I want to address something that's kind of fake to say. So if people say, okay, you just go to a therapist, you need to be vulnerable. I'm gonna say this will be, I'll be real with y'all, this will be negative. When I hear you say be vulnerable and all that, especially a man. Let's be real, black men in America, they look at you as a coward, weak. No disrespect to my LGBT audience, gay. You know what I'm saying? Effeminate. You know, I grew up around men. You know what I'm saying? Where men, let's be real, hide behind alcohol abuse, drug use, and all that. I don't advocate that, but around here, or they push that religious stuff on people. You know what I'm saying? And since I'm not a religious kind of person, no, and I'm not going to talk to a therapist, no, that's too expensive. And B, you know, people just try to exploit you or take advantage of you or probably like shame, like, what's my lady actually saying about gaslighting? That's a new word even for me. It's baffling. I can't really be my true authentic self in real life, and I have to do that for a reason. But online, you know who I am. But in real life, no, because people just fake. You know what I'm saying? In real life, you know, I get that too on social media / online and all that. But at least I know they're fake. Not y'all, because I love y'all. But you know, what got me to the hospital today? Besides, my heart was like, I feel like I was having a heart attack all of a sudden. And I've been, I just came back from school and all that. And all of a sudden I just started feeling like really drained, sick, and weak. And I was feeling like real dizzy, like I was ready to pass out. So, and my neck was hurt so bad to go straight to ER and all that. Just came back not that long ago. They ran some blood work on me, vitals. And yes, I've been walking pretty much, for 2 weeks straight. And I've never been that because I've been going to school. Actually, let me take that back, for almost a month. So I've been walking for a whole entire month straight. And plus, you know, I'll be out studying too and all that, or just be out and about. So I've been burning a lot of weight all of a sudden. So I've been kind of I've been facing dehydration and anything. But back to, I know I've been way off topic, but I guess you could say, can scientists cure mental health? You know, this sounds vague, but hear me out. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack and negative feedback on this. Why you want a scientist to change me and all that? Because, you know, I admit this too. I do have a problem with this, you know. And I mentioned again, I do not say this publicly or in real life because people are jackasses. Sorry, but that's just being real with people, you know what I'm saying? Being real with y'all. I would like to, you know, I remember I said this last year around, I said this to one community, but I don't want to let you guys figure out overused the name too much, but I respect for their privacy. It's funny, it's an interesting conversation, why you want to be normal and all that, instead of being disabled and all that, you know, with mental health and all. I say, for one thing, it sucks not to feel accepted, not to be accepted, you know what I'm saying? I know who I am, I accept myself, don't get it twisted. But deep down inside, I do want to feel socially accepted. I do want to try to, you know, it's kind of hard because I've been so self-secluded, forced isolation, and a lot of it was just, make a long story, I've been bullied, disrespected, taken advantage of, and all that. I don't go into details, too painful. And quite frankly, I'm just too tired to discuss all that. But let's make a quick summary of that. To respect people's time and all that. Yeah, and I want to learn what it's like to have real coping skills, because all I always grew up around just be real as man. Either drink yourself to an early grave or smoke your lungs out. I don't smoke, but or take all kind of substances, you know. It is for what it is, you know. I do like them CBD gummies and all that, and the worms, bakery and some food stuff would be so good, because also like clear my mind. I'd be in a whole different zone, like psychedelics or something. It'd be so crazy and so forth. But on that note, I was like, if scientists can make a cure. I know they got all kind of cure for all kind of diseases. Let's be real. But you know, I wonder if scientists can cure your autism, ADHD, however, your mental health, physical health. You know what I'm saying? They sound vague. Man, Martel, you sound kind of fake when you say you sound like a cell. You just want to be normal instead of being just you, except you for being. Oh, disabled, a lot of people can't come to terms with it. I kind of admit that too, And this sounds kind of funny. It's actually inspired by another community. I will say this too. LGBT community, they know how to be true to themselves. They know how to be authentic and all that. But they also got these struggles and battles, I guess the reason I say normalcy, because I want to know what it's like to be normal. Sounds crazy, sound weird, and vague, but I like to think outside the box. So it is what it is. Martez out.